Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Jacob. In this video I want to talk to you about how to crush your competition. There's people out there selling similar stuff to you. There's people out there selling the same product as you if you're an affiliate marketer. There's people out there trying to get in front of the same people that you want to get in front of, the same target audience, the same buyers, right? They are trying to get those exact same people to, if I can get it out, pull out their wallet and buy their stuff instead of yours. So how do you beat them? How do you crush them? How do you become the go-to guy or girl in your space? One of the biggest tips I can give you around this is about going above and beyond, right? You sell someone a product, you sell someone a service that's got a set profile to it. Certain deliverables, work product, access to content, access to certain support for a certain length of time, right? That sets their expectation. When someone buys something, I pull my credit card out and I go, I'm going to spend $3,000 on that thing, and I know this is what I'm receiving. I'm receiving these deliverables, this, and this, okay? In my head, if I receive those things, I'm good. That's what I was promised. That's what I'm expecting. If my expectations are met, I'm good. Neutral transaction. Happy with that, right? The problem people run into is when they don't meet expectations, or when they're in a competitive field and they just meet expectations. They don't go above and beyond. They don't over-deliver, to use a buzzword. If you want to compete in a competitive industry, you can't settle for just meeting people's expectations. You can't settle for just doing what everyone else in the industry is doing, or just by beating them just by a little bit. If you want to crush your competition, you've got to go above and beyond, well and truly. So what that means is you take those core deliverables and you set the expectation when someone buys, and you give them more, right? I'm not saying that you undersell yourself. I'm not saying that you give away your time for free and you don't respect your time. I'm not saying that you compromise or cheapen your brand, but you give them more. You give them more than they are expecting. You give them more support. You give them more content. You give them more deliverables, more work product, whatever it is, right? You give them more so that they can get to their goal, the goal that's driving the purchase, faster, right? Or easier, or whatever, right? Make the process better. The second tip I can give you is a pretty simple one, but especially in the internet marketing game, is a problem. It's just show up. If you show up every day for an extended period of time for your customers, and you don't disappear on them, you don't, not communicate when things change. If you show up every day and you're there helping them, and you're there working towards their goals with them, the ones that are willing to show up on the other side, if you do that for an extended period of time, especially in the internet marketing world, you're going to crush most people. Because most people won't do that. They do a launch, they sell something, and they disappear. They move on to the next thing. They leave all those customers high and dry. They make their $1,000 a head, they move on to the latest and greatest bullshit. Right? At the time of filming this, it's mid-September 2020. We launched my program, the Super Affiliate Accelerator, about 10 months ago or so. The idea kind of came about 11 or so months ago. We've been selling that program since then, save for a couple of gaps during the beta program and in some pre-launch phase. We've been in that group every single day, supporting the students, answering their questions, showing up on the weekly calls. We've not missed a weekly call, right? You match your customers, and then you take it up a gear, and if they want to come with you, they'll come with you. That's how you over-deliver, right? You shatter their expectations of what they think they're getting for their investment, right? And just by showing up, you're going to destroy so many people who want to make a buck and then disappear. Want to launch the next best thing, they have a 6-figure launch and then they piss off, leaving all of those customers just sitting there. That's what people have come to expect in this space in particular. So don't do it. It's very, very simple. Show up, commit for the long haul, make sure when you start something new that you're all in, you're committed to it, and you'll obliterate them. The third thing is quality, right? So you can over deliver on their expectations of how much they receive. You can show up consistently and move past a lot of people who simply won't do that. And third, make it super high quality, right? Make it the best thing that they've ever purchased in your space. Just make it better and be consistently improving it, right? Have pride in the product. This could be bonuses if you're an affiliate. This could be your own course, your own program, your own coaching. Have pride in what you deliver, right? Over deliver on the quality. Go above and beyond what people are expecting from a quality perspective as well. Will give you a massive, massive edge. And fourth thing, market and sell and do it hard. Most people shy away from the marketing and the sales because it's the part that they don't want to, they don't really want to think about it. They don't really want to sell stuff. They don't want to ask people for money. You can crush your competitors behind the scenes by over delivering, by smashing people's expectations, more support, higher quality. You can beat them on the game field too, on the playing field, by marketing and selling harder than they do, by providing more free value than they do, by giving more calls to action than they do, by making more offers than they do, by following up that extra time, right? By not being apologetic about how you sell, by pitching every day, by understanding your customer inside out, their goals, their aspirations, their fears, and putting out content time and time and time and time and time again that hits on those key points, right? You build up pressure on your audience to buy over an extended period of time. And when you do that, combine it with the quality, combine it with the over delivery, and combine it with proven marketing strategies and marketing formulas, you will crush your competition. They will not stand a chance. If you do all of those things, people will want to refer business to you, you'll outsell them yourself, your funnels will outconvert them, you'll need less traffic, which means you can spend less money if you're running paid ads. You don't need as big of an audience if you're doing it organically. It all elevates you above your competitors. Okay. With all that said, the other thing to think about is there's a big difference. One of my mentors taught me this. There's a big difference between your competition and your real competition, right? Your real competition are the people who can match you in all of the things that you're doing right now, right? So if you're a semi-good operator and you're doing, let's say you're doing, 3 out of the 5 things required. If you're doing all those things, your real competition is going to be a pretty small percentage, right? Most people might do 1 out of 5, maybe 2 out of 5. Let's say you're doing 3 out of 5. And that takes your real competition down to a very, very small percentage. If you then go and do 5 out of 5, your real competition is basically going to be nobody, right? There won't be many people who'll be able to keep up with that, right? That's one tip. The second tip is if you build a strong personal brand around you, your stories, your achievements, your results, your testimonials, value to build goodwill, helping people overcome pitfalls, helping them avoid bullshit, all this kind of stuff. If you build it around you, nobody can replicate that. No competitor can come into the space and replicate that. It's impossible. It's impossible. So if you factor all of those things in, right, you build a personal brand that's about you, your story that no one can replicate. and you do all of the things necessary that we've just spoken about, quality, over delivery, showing up, not leaving your customers high and dry, right? Not moving on every 2 days to the latest thing. You do all of those things, you'll be in a league of your own, right? And that's a perfect world. Like, reality is, you're going to have to work up to doing all of those things, and you're going to figure out a shitload along the way. But that's how you do it in a competitive game. Right? We've been able to do that with the Accelerator program in a very competitive market. Affiliate marketing coaching, very competitive. A lot of options out there for people to buy. Right? We've come in and made some serious waves. There's a lot of people that know who we are and what we're doing by doing those things. By showing up for an extended period of time with high quality training, supporting our customers, selling hard, selling unapologetically, right? Over delivering massively on what we promise. That's how you do it in a competitive space, right? If you're going into a less competitive space, you don't need to worry about as many of those things. Always have the quality, always over deliver. Meet and exceed your customers' expectations, and you will have a lot fewer problems in your business, and you will blitz your competition. If you do not meet their expectations, that's where a lot of problems come from in business. I learned this in my consulting days working with some big multi-billion-dollar companies. A lot of problems can be traced back to misaligned expectations and poor communication. Doesn't matter what the size of the business is. Could be a solopreneur through to a top 5. Doesn't matter. Okay, take that advice on board. It'll really help you with your own programs, working with your affiliate customers, with your bonuses, supporting them, whatever it is that you're doing. If you take that advice on board, your competitors, they won't stand a chance. You'll be in a league of your own. Okay, take that advice on board. Talk to you all soon. Subscribe to the channel. Cheers.